Hey guys, just before we get started on this reading, I just want to let you all know that this is kind of a deeper message. It might not be for everyone, but I really think it's very important to this whole twin flame journey for those that are, really feeling like this is their story. And also, I recommend staying to the ending. I know it's a lot to get through because it's about an hour long, but I do recommend staying to the end if you can. All right. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be doing another Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Also join membership if you'd like to. It is the link in the description box or also usually in the chat as well. So yeah, it's the Patreon link, so definitely join if you're interested. We just posted the extended for the last read, and then I'm probably going to get on bi-weekly all signs very soon as well. So yeah, definitely join if you're interested in additional content. I also post all my extendeds and channel messages there as well, so there's a lot of content, and you can choose which tier to join. So yeah, and then as well, if you guys ever want to donate to the channel, I do have a PayPal link in the description box, and then I also have an Amazon wishlist as well. You can donate items or anything else off of Amazon. So yeah, it's greatly appreciated to those that do that. And anyways, we're gonna get into this reading. So this is a reading that was like, I think like a maybe deeper, much more needed message. I mean, I at least found this reading really helpful, especially after you guys, if you're a member, or obviously if you saw my post when my videos weren't monetized and I was like so depressed that day. I feel like this reading was much needed after that, and it kind of helps make sense of things. So anyways, getting into this reading. So the first card that I pulled out here was the Two of Wands. By the way, I just got a new deck, guys. This is the Enchanted Soul deck. I was at a psychic conference thing, not conference, event on the weekend. It was really cool, so I picked this one up. Yeah, I don't know, I try not to spend too much on cards, but this one was just so pretty, I couldn't help it. Anyways, so getting into the reading, finally. Two of Wands card here, guys. So what I get with this card is that for some of you, I get someone was kind of at a crossroads, or someone is kind of, starting to wonder, like if this is the right path that they're on, if this is the right decision to make. I keep getting something about a decision right here. You can see there's like these dark stairs leading up, and then we have the red ones going up over here. And we have this girl in the middle who's looking up at this thing way up here, and she's trying to decipher like which way to go. And what I get from this message for many of you is that you could be looking at signs and synchronicities in your life, and you're asking Spirit, you're like, okay, is this the way I'm supposed to be going? Is this the right person for me? Show me the signs. Is this right? And I feel like some of you are starting to get even overwhelmed at times about where you're going. You're starting to wonder, if this really is meant for you, if this path is. I also see something could have happened where, again, flip this reading if it's not your reading. Remember, it could always be someone else, but I just see that something could have happened where you started to maybe doubt things, or someone here started to feel like, everything's not working out. Like, why am I trying? What's even the point? Like I was with my readings, like it was like something went wrong even though you thought you were doing everything right. Like I kind of get that vibe of just like someone really in a sad state. And I'm seeing this girl like looking up here, and then I was hearing something about like it's all falling apart, and I was seeing this girl like a vision of a girl just like crying, and she had just like broken something in her hands, like everything was just breaking apart in her hands. She was like, it's all broken, like it's all ruined, and she was just sad and she was crying. And then I just see like this dragon next to her like come over and just like put like his wing over her, and it just like tries to comfort her or like protect her and telling her like it's gonna be okay. And I just see too, like I keep hearing something about the fact that you guys are trying to figure everything out, or you're looking at all the signs and you're trying to figure out, like the exact day something's going to happen, or the exact day your life is going to get better. And Spirit's like, you don't have to know everything. That's what I'm hearing. They're like, some things are meant to be left to the unknown. And all they want you to focus on is the end result, like what it is that you truly want, and not all the little stuff in between. They're like, if you can imagine it in your mind, they're like, that's perfect. That's all you have to do. They're like, don't worry if things seem to be going wrong, or this doesn't make sense over here, because it's like, you don't have to know the entire movie if you already know that it's going to end in like a really amazing way. Like if you already know the ending of a movie, like you don't really need to worry. Like you see the character is going down some pitfall and like they're gonna get in trouble or something's gonna happen to them, but then you know in the end they're gonna be okay and that everything's gonna work out. It's kind of like that. Like they feel like you don't have to know everything. Like you don't have to worry because even if things seem to be going wrong right now, even if you don't see like what it is that you want, it's still there and you're still on the right path. That's what I'm getting. For some of you, I even see you wanting to give up sometimes and wanting to go back to this like negative, darker path. I'm hearing this is something about the past. Spirit saying that you come so far. Like just do not give up now. Don't go back to that. They're like even showing you right here, if you can see it, it's pointing in the direction of like going up, like success. I get this as like a bolder energy. This is something you're passionate about, and this is just like darkness. This is going back to the past. This is being depressed, not going after what it is you want. And they're saying like, hello, we're still pointing you in this direction. This is the one you're supposed to go on. And this is also the side that the dragon's on as well. And I get this too it means multiple things to me. For one, I get it like spirit is guiding you to go this way in this direction. They're like, you will be protected if you keep going this way. Like even if things don't seem to make sense right now, they're going to make sense eventually. And also what I get with this too though is saying that yes, going back to your past or going back to your old ways might seem like a safe option right now or might seem to make sense. You know, I see some of you almost like, you know, yelling at the world, like being like, why? Like, it's not working out for me. Like, I've been waiting so long for this and it still doesn't come. Like, I just see someone getting really frustrated. Like, they feel like they're doing everything right and yet it's just not happening. And I just feel like part of the reason too is that going this way, guys, it's not as easy as going this way. Like, this way requires you to, for some, face some kind of demons, face something like that's blocking your way, and maybe it's a little bit harder, but Spirit's saying this way is going to be a whole lot more rewarding if you keep going on your path. And yeah, for some of you too, like I don't know if you noticed, like I thought of, as soon as saw this, I was thinking like the dragon's so small too. Usually they're way bigger. I keep getting that you've already conquered like mostly everything that you needed to get through. Like you're almost there is what I'm hearing. Like you're almost to your goal or you've almost manifested what it is you want in your life. And Spirit's saying like, yeah, there might be a few more things you got to get through, but you're through the worst of it. And like, look how tiny this dragon is. Like, you can take this dragon on, is what I'm hearing. Like, you got this. And you have this fiery, bold energy. Like, see the hair here? This is someone I'm hearing like you don't give up, is what I'm hearing. You're someone who doesn't give up, or Spirit's trying to remind you of that. Like, you did not give up. You're one of those people that I'm hearing like when you get knocked down, you always get up again. Like you don't let it keep you down. And I was actually hearing something about Sylvester Stallone, like from Rocky, that movie. I'm hearing a quote from it. It says, but somewhere along the line you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing you guys starting to, you know, blame the outer world or be like, you know, I'm doing everything right. Like, why isn't this happening for me? And then I just see you, though, almost like having this self-introspection of like, I don't know. I feel like you guys could get really negative, but I feel like you're the type of person who doesn't give up, or Spirit's reminding you that is who you are. So like if you felt like giving up lately or you felt like this isn't going to happen for you, they're saying, please, please don't give up yet. Like you're so close. And another thing is too, like if people are saying you can't do this, or if you started feeling somewhere along the line that you can't have this anymore, or this is not going to be your future or your destiny, like maybe you always thought it was, but then all of a sudden you're like, maybe this isn't what I'm meant for. Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe I've gotten this all wrong this whole time. All these signs. Maybe it's never been the way I thought it was. But Spirit's saying you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're right. You're on the right path. You're on the right direction. Wherever you're going, it's the right way. So keep going that way. And they're saying stop trying to figure out every last little thing about it. Stop trying to analyze every little thing you see, every little, you know, message from your person or weird post you see on the internet or sign that you see that goes against what you believe. They're like, stop worrying about that stuff. Just ignore it and keep going on your path. Just keep going. I keep hearing just keep swimming. I keep hearing that quote from the Finding Nemo movie. Anyway, so I'm hearing, yes, some things can't be deciphered because I keep hearing someone's trying to decipher something or figure something out. I'm also getting something again about this emerald green color, very significant, keeps popping out here. Also, we see that she's staring up at something gold as well, and I'm seeing that as like your path to wealth, to fame, fortune. For some of you, it's a path to, you know, a wedding ring, to marriage. to a better future, basically. And I also see something about this being like a clock, like the hands of a clock, like someone feels like maybe time is running out or things should be moving faster, but Spirit's saying it's all happening exactly how it's supposed to be happening. Like you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and you just need to trust that whatever is happening, even if it seems wrong, you're always on the right path. Like no matter what, you're always on the right path. And if you just keep believing that, eventually you're going to get there to where you want to go. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing the only way to go is up as well. That's what I'm hearing. Sorry, my cat's running in my headphones right now, guys. Alright, I'm also hearing a few random messages with this card as well. I was hearing, sometimes I wonder who I'm meant to be, and I wonder if I'm right, but I feel like there's something more for me. And I'm seeing someone then like look to this right, like this hill right here. Like if you're someone, again, who feels like there's something meant for you out there, Spirit is saying you're not wrong about that. You are not wrong. Just keep, like, again, just please believe in that. And also, I'm hearing something too about staring up the sky, the light, I'm hearing. I'm also hearing something about having revelations during this time. You could be having some sort of, again, like next step in your spiritual awakening for some of you, or this is someone else. I'm also hearing a bond between two people that remains unbroken for centuries to come. Very odd message that came through there, but that could be very significant. And I'm hearing, what does it all mean? Again, I feel like someone's asking these deep life questions they don't really know, and Spirit's saying again, like, you don't have to know everything. You just need to know where you're going. That's all. And I'm also hearing something about lineage. I'm hearing something about the circle of life as well. And I'm also hearing, I feel like I've lived this before. So for some of you, it could be feeling like a feeling of deja vu or like past lives, like something like that going on. Or maybe you've been at this place before in your life, you know, this crossroads of should I continue on or do I give up? And I feel like though you already know the answer is what they're saying. Like you already know the answer to the question that you're asking. And this was actually weird. This is a quote that came through recently from a movie. I can't remember the exact movie line, but it was just something like that. So you already know where you're going is what Spirit's saying. You've already chosen, like in your mind, you've already chosen. You know that you're picking this one. But so they're like, why are you even asking at this point? So that's what I'm hearing. And then I'm also hearing everything is leading you to where you're going, my child. I don't know why I heard it like that, like my child, like maybe someone says that. I'm hearing step forth boldly into this new world. The mysteries will reveal themselves in time. I also heard she's got a fire within her like no one has ever seen before, and I heard much is still to be learned. Soon it will all become clear. You know you aren't going to give up. You're not alone. Spread your wings and fly is also what I'm hearing, which is because of this dragon here. And I heard don't be afraid. I heard fierce with a kind heart. And I heard you know where to go. Just trust that. Okay, so that was the first card here that came out. It's a deeper message today, guys. Again, sometimes I like these. Sometimes I like more lighter messages, but it is what it is. Okay, and the next card that came out was the Justice card. And it's funny because right after that I also had the Six of Coins coming out, and it looks like the Justice card in this deck as well, which is really interesting. We're going to get into the meaning behind that, but basically with this card I was hearing shake it off. So whatever it is that you've been feeling, this negative energy you've been in, you know, if you've had something go wrong, Spirit's saying shake it off, keep moving forward. Also remember who the heck you are. I'm hearing who the F you are. I'm also hearing who needs them anyways. There's something going on with like haters here or something, or maybe someone is telling you to give up on something or telling you that this isn't going to work. I don't know. I'm hearing something about that. I'm also just getting that you care. Maybe Spirit's feeling like maybe you are caring too much about what other people think right now, or maybe you're just caring too much. I'm hearing too much about your outside world and not your inner world. They're telling you to focus more on your inner self, like yourself, like inside what you're feeling, not what's going on the outside. So again, stop looking at all the little things that you're seeing go on and like, you know, judging everything, being like, well, they said this, and then I saw this video online that said this. They're like, what do you feel though? What do you feel on the inside? Like, what do you know that's right? They're like, trust that over anything you see in this physical world out here. Trust yourself. I'm also hearing something about expansion with this card as well, because if you see this, it's kind of hard to see, but her mind, it's like it's expanding, like it's moving outwards, and that's the whole point of like being alive, being conscious, is to expand, you know, learn new things. I'm hearing something about making new connections. I was quite literally seeing a vision of like neurons like forming a new connection in the brain. It's almost like you're learning to overcome these things that you've been through, or like I don't know, I'm just hearing relentless. Like, you don't give up. Like, I feel like you've been through this before, but Spirit's saying, like, this time is different. Like, you're not gonna give up. Like, don't give up on your dreams. And also, just like, you're learning new ways to, like, you're learning to understand the world in new ways. Like, every day you're making a difference, is also what I'm hearing. Hearing voicing your opinions loud and clear for all to hear. So, if you've been quiet about something, or again, if there's something you want to put out there, I'm just hearing this is your time to do it and to trust in yourself and trust in your abilities. I'm hearing regulate your breathing as well. I'm hearing bring it back slow and steady. So if you have anxiety or something, maybe someone's getting up to say something on stage, to like trust yourself, you know, you can do this. I'm also getting those something, see like how she has this cover on that's green. I get it's like she's covering up like all of her abilities or something, like she's hiding, but I feel like it's because like there's these other people saying their opinions out here, like other people have comments to say, and but I'm getting that she doesn't even realize that people are just jealous. Like it's just envy is what I keep hearing with this. Someone's just envious of what you have to offer, and so you try and hide it because then they make these comments to make you feel bad about yourself, but in reality, they're just jealous of you. They just want to be you, is what I'm hearing. So, this could be even a third party. This could be how a masculine's feeling. I don't know, guys. It could be anyone here, but I'm just getting that yeah, someone is jealous, envious, and they use negative comments or they say mean things just to make you feel bad because they know that you're at a way higher level than they are in in your life. So that's what I'm hearing. So don't be afraid to speak out, to say things you want to say, or to, sing on stage, or to put your poetry out there, or to put your I don't know. I'm here to put yourself in a magazine. Don't be afraid to go after what it is you want or put yourself in front of an audience because you care what people think, which is something I've learned recently as well. I'm also hearing something about wind as well. You could be an air sign. Obviously, this is the Justice card, so Libra, maybe. I'm also hearing the song Follow Me and Everything Is Alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night, and if you want to leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I get with this card too, like if you see what she's wearing, it's very unique, very different. And I keep getting this energy of like, you aren't like everybody else. You really stand out a lot. And you could have even told someone, like, you're never going to find another person like me. And I'm pretty sure you weren't wrong because you are someone who stands out. You are someone who's very, very different than the average person. I'm hearing rare or special. Like, you have abilities that are different than other people that, are unique to you. And it could be something to do with your mind as well, the way you think. Something about sharing the thoughts in your mind, and also something with a microphone, even speaking to people. Maybe you speak to an audience. This could be future for you. Like you could end up sharing something like from like a knowledge that you have with other people or an ability you have like and I see like teaching people even or again like speaking in front of a lot of people or singing. I just feel like you have something that's very unique, very different, and it makes a lot of people jealous, and I feel like you've hidden it for a long time, but yeah, it's time to just show what you got. I'm hearing like just show what you got. Don't have anxiety about it. Don't be nervous because you can do this. I'm also, I don't know why I keep seeing, it's so weird. On this card there was a golf club, and then earlier I actually had a vision of someone golfing and they were hitting the ball right into the hole. So that could be a message to someone could golf obviously, but I also am hearing something about a hole in one. But I also get there's a metaphor with that too with like golf because it's not always like, getting a hole in one every single time. It's just like I don't know, like taking the shot and like getting as close as you can, right? So I feel like it's something like that. Like even if you don't succeed the first time, like as long as you keep trying, right? And you get close. I don't know. It's something like that, like you try and get as close as you can. Because, yeah, basically to win a game of golf, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be better than your competitors. That's it. I'm also hearing the song Raise Your Glass If You Are Wrong in All the Right Ways. So, again, something about being kind of weird or out there or different, but different makes you so special. Spirit keeps trying to remind you of this. Like, you're so special and different, and someone's gonna see that and they're gonna appreciate you for you. Like, I'm telling you, if you get an opportunity to put yourself out there, like you better take it. That's what they're saying, and also they're saying like you're blind too to something, some abilities that you have as well. Like you could be just like, I almost see you as being like, nah, like I'm not actually that good at that. Like no, I'm sure there's someone better at their Spirit's like no, like you could be so good at this if you just believe in yourself. I'm also hearing sight unseen right now as well. It's very random. I also get like with the blinders on too, it's almost like not really knowing and entirely where you're going. Like, you kind of feel like you're stepping into the unknown with this. Like, you don't know the outcome, and that scares you for some of you. Some of you could be like someone who likes to always know exactly what's going on. And I see spirits like, you just gotta embrace it sometimes. You just gotta embrace the unknown. Gotta embrace the unknown and just go into it and see what happens. I'm also hearing something about making connections all across the world, inspiring people all across the globe. This could be again in your future. I'm hearing ready for another chance, another go at it. Again, I see you like going through this like dark moment of just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if this is right. Like, everything's falling apart. Everything sucks right now. It's not going the way I need it to. Like, why am I even trying? And then all of a sudden I just see you like pick yourself back up again. Like, you stand back up and you're like, okay, I'm gonna try again. Even if it's not perfect, I'll try again. I just keep saying you're not someone who gives up. Or again, if you've been feeling this way lately, Spirit's trying to remind you, you're not that person. You're gonna keep going and you're gonna get there. So don't give up. You're not that person. Okay, and then I'm also hearing pretending like you can't see your potential. I'm hearing hold steady, don't look now, empty scales. I'm also hearing scales shifting in your favor, which we'll get into in the next card here. So I don't know if you guys can see in this card, but the scales that are right here, they're really hard to see, but they are empty in this card. She has empty scales, and I feel like it's because she put so much time and effort into something, or just been putting everything into something and then not getting back like what it is you want. And I feel like you're just now like thinking, well, am I ever gonna get back like what I've been putting into this? Is it ever gonna come to fruition? And Spirit's saying yes. So if you've been hoping for something, this is like flipped around for me. So basically the scales are gonna turn in your favor, guys. The scales that have been empty for a long time now, or you've been hoping for your windfall or your moment of success at the time when things finally work out for you, I'm seeing that is coming, guys. All of your hard work is about to pay off. Everything that you've been hoping for, the times you never gave up, like the times that you chose to keep going forward, I'm seeing that's going to pay off for you, and you're going to be so successful and so glad that you never gave up. And I'm also hearing like you've always been giving, now it's your time to receive as well. Some of you also may have difficulty receiving things, or like you don't like to take things from other people. Like if someone has something really expensive to give you, you're like, oh my god, no, I don't need that, that's okay, like you don't have to do that for me. I'm seeing it in Spirit saying like, no, just take the offer, okay? This is coming from us, this is a message from the universe, so you better take what it is you want to receive. And I'm hearing, are you ready to receive as well? So remember to be in a receiving energy too, which is, again, just trusting that something is coming your way, that something is going to come of this as well. Also hearing wrapped around in a bow, something about a bow, because this is all wrapped around, again, something with ribbon keeps coming out. I'm also hearing warrants a surprise, something about a surprise. I'm hearing milk and honey, which again makes me think of someone having tea, but I also get this to do with, there's a card on another deck called Milk and Honey, and that card's all about just being kind of like in the state of a wish fulfillment, like you already know that it's coming to you, and so now you're just kind of sitting calmly waiting for it to happen. Like you just know, but it's a deep knowing of this is going to happen, and just trusting and just relaxing. And it's also about letting go as well, is what I keep hearing. It's time to let go and just let things be and just trust. So that's what that card talks about. So relaxation, I kind of got that today because I kept trying to like make videos, and I kept getting this urge to just like sit and meditate and not do anything. And maybe that's a message for some of you. Maybe it's time to also take a little bit of a break, come back to yourself. I don't know, do some self-care, something like that. I'm also hearing when the clock strikes 12, all will be revealed. I don't know what's going on with midnight. I just keep hearing that. It keeps making me think of Cinderella. It's like a Cinderella story, like eventually her wish comes true, right? Like the fairy godmother comes through with everything. But if you looked at her life before, you never would think something like that could happen for her. But it did, right? So I'm saying like, even if it looks bleak right now, or you can't see your future anymore, like you can't see the outcome, like it seems so far away now, just know it's a lot closer than you think. And like all this negativity that you're feeling is just a part of life. I was hearing it's all about, it's like a balance of give and take in the universe, and there are going to be some negative experiences that you go through, but it's only to make you stronger and to build you up to what it is that you're going to experience in the future. Like everything has a purpose, everything happens for a reason. And again, like it's not about knowing your full path of how you're going to get there, because and in a movie, like if you saw the hero go through all this stuff just to get to finally winning in the end, like it doesn't matter, like all the stuff that he went through, like all the negative things, because he won in the end, right? Or he got the girl in the end, right? It's not about the middle part, because the middle part, if you looked at it and just came in partway through the movie and you saw someone was about to die or something, like you're like, oh my god, like he's gonna die, like everything's like the movie's gonna end in a terrible way. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like you don't always see it coming. Same with like a book, like it has a twist at the end or something where you don't even know, like it's like the story, like you don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but that's what makes the story good, right? Because if you knew that everything was going to be perfect and nothing was going to go wrong, then why would you even read the story? Why would you even watch the movie? Why would you even live the life, you know? Like if everything was going to be perfect, if everything was handed to you, then it wouldn't be worth living, right? Because the whole point is the journey. And negative things happening does not mean that you can't have a fairy tale ending. Right, guys? Okay. Hopefully I'm getting that message across properly there. I'm also hearing you'll thank yourself later for not giving up. I'm hearing under protection. Again, I keep feeling like you guys are highly protected on this journey. Wherever you're going, you are highly protected. I'm also hearing you offered public knowledge or awareness. I'm not quite sure what that message is about, but it's coming through. I'm also hearing answers to ancient secrets. Something going on with something ancient. Like I don't know. I feel like you're going to receive answers in time is just what I keep hearing. Because like everything, all the synchronicities you see and things like that, what's funny about it, what I've kind of learned, is that it's always right in front of you. Like I went back through my old messages and some of the stuff I see in those readings is exactly what we're talking about today, but I never saw it. Like I never saw the same messages that I see today. It was like I was blind to them because it wasn't the time to see those messages yet, because everything happens in divine timing. It's crazy, but like most of the time the things you want are always there. They're always right in front of you, but you just can't see them until the time that you're supposed to see them. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that was a huge realization I had, so hopefully it helps someone here. I'm also hearing something about runes too. That's been coming out lately, something about runes. I'm hearing something as well about a pulley system, which would make sense with these cards. Later on, I did have a very strong vision, guys. I was seeing like a giant, really thick metal hook and like a machine. It looked like a cable machine or a crane or something. It was pulling something out of the water, and whatever it was like soaking wet. It was dripping wet, and look what the card I pulled out here. It's dripping. This was exactly what I was seeing, something like that. I don't know what this is, guys. I do feel like it is something kind of negative. Could have been a car, could have been a person. I don't know why you would pick a person up like that. I'm just seeing that, pulling something out of the water, and it's like dripping. Like, you know when you just see like tons of water dripping off something? I feel like it has to be like a car or something bigger to use a crane like that. But that's what I'm seeing. I am seeing a vision of that. I just want to point that out. We'll get more into that in a second. But I'm also hearing rigged. I was hearing shiny metal armor as well. I keep getting something about armor or like a knight. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm hearing Game of Thrones. Maybe someone's just watching something. I'm also hearing something about the Turkish embassy as well, which is very random once again coming through. Sometimes we get these random messages. Alright, and then the card that clarified the Six of Coins was the best card ever. We got the perspective card right here. So this is talking about, again, looking at the negative things that happen in your life in a new way. They're almost like stepping stones. It's really important that, like, if you guys are manifesting something, or you know you're really trying to bring something into your life, you're trusting that's coming in. Like sometimes I have people comment and they'll be like, I don't know, they're like, was this supposed to happen, or like this went wrong in my life, like I don't know if he's gonna come in anymore, or like I had someone comment, I'm sorry I didn't reply, but there was a comment someone said, and they were like, I heard from other readers that I'm not supposed to reach out to my masculine first because, like, I don't know, like you're not supposed to, that's just like what we've been told not to do. And I'm like, that doesn't really make sense to me. So the reason that doesn't really make sense to me is because when you're on the path for something that you want, basically everything that happens along your journey to get there, if you just keep envisioning that end goal, you're always on the right path. So even if like you do things that seem wrong, Spirit's like, no, like whatever you do is what will be. I don't know, I saw a quote about this today too. It's like, even if you act a certain way, like, or you feel like it's okay, let me explain it this way. You're only off path if you feel like you went off path. So You're only off path if you think you're off path. You're only wrong when you think you're wrong. So when someone says, like, you know, I'm not supposed to reach out, someone told me you're not supposed to, obviously I totally disagree with that. I think that's wrong. Sorry to the person that told you that. But I very much feel like if you feel something is right and you feel guided to do it, you feel like it's part of your journey, then that is the right thing to do. But the thing is, you have to totally in your mind trust that whatever the outcome of doing that is, like maybe it's negative, they don't reply, maybe it's positive, they do, that you're still in the right path and you're still going to get your goal in the end. Like they're eventually going to reply, or, you know, like it's all going to work out somehow. But just always having that end goal in your mind, and everything that happens before that doesn't matter. Like you could have the person totally not talk to you for like months and months, for years even, and then all of a sudden reach out to you because you just always in the back of your mind thought, yeah, they're going to get back to me eventually, you know? Like you just always have that in your mind, so it doesn't matter what happens. And that's something I have to remind myself too, you know, with the YouTube videos, the monetization. I'm like, eventually I'm going to get to my goal. Eventually I'm going to get there. It doesn't matter if one day went bad because, you know, again, everything happens for a reason. The pathway doesn't always make sense. It doesn't. Like, things go wrong and you're like, ah, that doesn't make sense to me. But for the universe, it makes sense. Everything happens, like I say, like a clock, like all little parts moving. And so it won't make sense to you, but the universe is like, yeah, I made this happen for a specific reason so that this could happen. It's like a domino effect. Like, they know what they're doing, guys. So you don't have to figure all that stuff out. They'll do it for you. But yeah, I'm just saying. The perspective shift is super important. So anytime something negative happens to you, remember that it's just part of your story. It's part of your story. It's part of the novel that's being written by the universe. They know the ending's going to be amazing. You know, you trust that the ending's going to be great. And so none of that stuff matters anymore. So again, just know, like, eventually your scale is going to be filled with coins. Eventually you're going to get what it is that you're wanting. So I think that's really important with this card here. I'm also hearing, again, it's an art of balance, give and take. In nature, if you think about it too, like there's, I don't know if you guys can see it, I'll turn it this way, but there's a deer in this card as well. And it's funny too, when I first looked at this card, I thought this was water until I turned it upside down and it's actually like a fallen tree. So again, perspective, perspective is really important too. I could go on with this message. In terms of your life too, guys, the way you look at things is gonna matter more than anything. The way you look at things matters way more than what happens to you. It's the way you respond to it. And we've heard this before, but like if you respond to a negative situation in a way that's like, you know what, that happened, but I'll be okay. I'll keep moving forward, right? That's way better than someone that's just like, oh my God, this happened to me. My life is over. Everything sucks now that everyone hates me. And then they just get into this negative spiral. Your perspective is so important. One person could look at a tree and be like, wow, that's the most beautiful tree I've ever seen. And then another person could be like, what, it's just a tree. I don't see anything about it. You know, like it's really important to look at things in a positive light at all times and just always notice to the good in your life and be grateful for what it is you have as well. And that's the other thing, is a lot of times we feel like we have nothing and that the universe hates us, but then you look around you and I'm like even for me, I'm like, look, I have this beautiful couch behind me. I have this nice place I live in. I live in a safe city. Like, you know, I have pretty trees outside my house. I have money to feed my cats. I have my cats that are always there for me. Like if I'm sad or something, like they're healthy, you know, I'm healthy, my family's healthy. There's just so many things to be grateful for. And I feel like, again, it's just perspective. Because another person could say, wow, like, well, I'm struggling on bills sometimes, and like, well, this house is not the ideal house to live in. There's much nicer houses out there, and like the trees are just trees, they're blocking my view. So, you know, like there's always those negative people. So it's much more important to be someone who's positive, looking at things in a positive way, because the universe rewards you with more of what it is that you're asking for. So if you're asking for more negativity, like they'll give you more negativity. If you're, you know, very positive, then more positive things will happen in your life. And if you're grateful for the things you have, you know, Spirit will give you more of that. So if you're grateful for the amount of money you're making right now, you'll be receiving more of that. If you're not grateful for it, if you're ungrateful, you don't think, you know, like some large amount is enough, then Spirit will take that away from you. That's how it works. So super important message here. I hope you guys are listening in on this. I know this is not always what everyone wants to hear, but the deeper messages, I think, hold a lot of power to actually bring in what it is you want, not just, you know, focusing on the fun stuff that we get to read about. It's actually focusing on the inner work as well, I guess you could say. So, anyways, with this card, I am also hearing something about everything, like I said, must work in harmony, something about nature. It's time to change your luck is also what I'm hearing. I heard let go of what you've been feeling, let go of the need also for control. So if you've been feeling like you have to control every little thing, like we talked about, like you feel like you constantly have to look out for signs and you have to make sure that this is happening a certain way, or like you're doing this every day. Spirit's saying like, no, just trust that it's happening. That's it. Like, you don't have to be so controlling about the way it's gonna happen, the time it's gonna happen. They're like, just let it go. Just trust, okay? Like, we gotta figure it out. I'm also hearing something about shotgun wedding as well for some of you here that did come through. I'm hearing something about hypnosis. Could be something to do with therapy even. I'm hearing losing friends. Some of you too, again, like putting yourself out there. I see like you have a fear of potentially losing friends. I don't even feel like there's much that needs to be said about that. Like, they were never your friends in the first place then if people are gonna, you know, leave you for showing who you truly are or being who you truly are, right? So, sorry, my cat's trying to steal my food again, which we just talked about in another reading. Sorry guys, I just ate dinner before this. I was trying to get away with leaving it out, but no. I'm also hearing something about a mirror image again, because we do have the reflection in this pond here, if you guys can see it, of the duck right here. Again, this is just saying once more that the universe, what you see on the outside, is reflecting who you are on the inside. So that's why this inner work, what we talk about, is so important here, because yeah, if you want something to manifest in your life, you have to trust on the inside that it's yours, that you can do it. And you have to stay positive on this journey, right? I'm also hearing the name Rupert, very random, came through. I'm hearing, again, relinquish the need for control. I'm hearing be open to help as well. So if those of you, once again, that are very independent, they don't like help, just be open to that. So if the universe sends something your way, someone wants to help you or give you a hand, they're like, just be open to that, because that's a sign from them. I'm also hearing, I'm positive this is something I've seen before. I keep hearing that, something about deja vu, or you've been here before. I'm hearing, let me know when you get here. So what this card made me think of, which is also what I posted about last night, guys, and I got really emotional doing this reading again for different reasons. But there's a deer here in this card, and I don't know why, just the face the deer has and everything, it made me think so much of that movie, The Iron Giant. If you haven't seen that movie, oh my gosh, like, best movie ever. It's such a good movie. I love it. But anyway, it just has so many, like, special little moments in it that really can relate to life itself, you know, which is why I went and looked up the most popular quotes from it, because I knew there was a quote that I was, like, hearing. I just couldn't quite figure out what it was. And it was that one that says, it was like, you know, the scene where, if you guys have seen it, the deer gets shot by hunters, and then the kid is with the Iron Giant, and he's never seen, like, something die before. Like, they were looking at how beautiful it was, but then all of a sudden it gets shot and it's laying in the ground and it's bleeding, and this Iron Giant is like trying to pick it up and trying to get it to come back to life, and Hogarth is like, it's dead, like it's not going to come back. You know, he says something like, you know, like, death is okay, like it's not good to kill, but it's okay to die, like everyone dies one day. And then Iron Giant asks basically like if he can die, and then he says that quote where he says, I don't know, you're made of metal, but you have feelings and you think about things, and that means you have a soul, and souls don't die. So again, this is also to do with perspective, guys, because I am getting this message, I have to be honest, about a death, guys. I am seeing it quite often lately. I keep passing things about funeral homes, and I just feel like someone, if you lose someone, there's something Spirit wants you to know just about perspective. And just, instead of just being sad, which obviously is totally okay and normal, they're also saying, like, to remember, they want you to use it to remember the importance of life, and to be grateful for the fact that you are here and that you are alive, and for all the people you do have in your life. You know, if you haven't seen someone in a while, or you haven't said something in a while, Spirit's saying, you know, like, go do that, tell someone you love them, you know, be with someone. And I feel like this could happen, I don't know, guys, this could be for a masculine here too. I feel like there could be something that shakes someone's life up and it causes them to totally rethink their life situation, and also who they want to spend their life with, who they want to give their time to, because our time here is limited, right? And our time is like our currency. What we spend our time and put our focus on is, it literally is our currency in our life. So I'm thinking of a movie right now, sorry, the one with like the time counting down, they like spend time. That's exactly what I get here. Something about that is really important. Spirit wants you to realize that. So if you did have someone pass recently, guys, just know that, again, I keep hearing, like, souls don't die, like, they're still here, and I swear they are, guys, because I channel people, like, just after they pass sometimes, and it's like I channel their names and things about them, and I just know, like, they're still there, because I hear things in the collective of people that are alive, but I also feel like I hear things from people that are not, and the thing is, we're all the same, like, we're all connected, like, they're never gone, they're always there, they just go back, like, if you watch my one video where I showed, like, the cycle that I talked about. I forget which one that is, but anyways, if someone wants to comment it, you can, but, yeah, so I do feel the sadness in this card, though, like, I feel your sadness, and, yeah, there's more to this, too, that I could talk about, but, that's what I'm getting, guys. This is not for everyone. This is just saying in your lifetime, just realize, like, you know, the importance of things you have when you have them, and that's also why I'm gonna be hanging out with my family soon. I don't know, guys, that just, yeah, got to me, this card, so this is the message. Again, I'm not trying to get all, like, negative in this reading, I just want you guys to understand the message, yeah, and it's, yeah, for those out there that need it as well. I'm also hearing, too, with this card, guys, another quote from that movie. It says, "Who cares what these creeps think of you? They don't make you what you are, you do. You are always who you choose to be." Do you remember in the movie? He's like, you choose who you want to be, right? And he's saying, don't care, like, don't listen to what these creeps think, because they think he's a monster in his dream. Like, in his dream, why did I say that? In the movie, they think he's a monster, right? But he decides that he's going to be a hero in the end rather than a monster. And you know, when he goes up to the missile, and he's like, I am Superman, like he says Superman at the end, and he sacrifices himself for everybody else. That's what I'm getting here someone could do. Like, I almost see someone for so long has felt like a monster, or they felt like, you know, they aren't a good person, they don't deserve good things. Maybe they did something in their past that makes them feel bad, or they felt like they didn't treat someone the best way. This could be a masculine, by the way. They feel like they made mistakes that makes them out to be a monster, or they have all these people, again, saying these negative things to them, and they feel like they did something wrong and they don't deserve these good things in their life. Like, someone saying, like, no, you're never gonna get that. Like, do you see where you live or where you came from? Like, this is always gonna be, like, where you're at, man. Like, I don't know. I just see someone making someone feel like they can never be someone different, and that's totally opposite of the truth. You can always, again, you choose who you want to be. No one else decides for you. You choose who you want to be. Whether you're the hero or the villain, you choose. You choose whether you're successful or a failure, right? This is just what I'm getting, guys. And I keep hearing that song, I Need a Hero, so I feel like someone is deciding that they want to be the hero of the story. They want to have the happy ending. They don't want to live in this negative life anymore. I don't know. That's what I'm getting, guys. So again, if someone calls you a monster, or they think you're a monster, or you've been wrongly accused of something, like, or they say you're something that you're not, like, just ignore them, because they don't get to choose who you get to be. They do not. In this lifetime, you're the only one that gets to decide. And this goes for parents, for people you care about as well. They don't get to tell you what to do. Like, if you have a passion or a certain thing you want to achieve, and someone doesn't agree with it, then I'm sorry, but, like, bye to them. It is your choice. Always your choice, no matter what, okay? Anyways, I'm sorry this message is getting so deep and, like, ranty tonight, but this is what it is. I don't know, it's coming out, so it's gotta be someone's message. Alright, and then I'm also hearing something very random about the Ritz-Carlton coming through, guys. This could be a hotel that someone stays at. I keep hearing something, again, about a flight. Something about a flight. Something about staying somewhere for 5 days, or something about 5, the number 5, 5 days again, coming through. Alright, so that's what I'm getting. Also, very random message, too. I keep seeing something about a homeless person. I don't know why I keep seeing them. Like, again, something about begging for food, or, like, but I get this could be someone knows them, or, like, I'm hearing something about, like, someone trying to stay at someone's house, or, like, eat out of their fridge, or, like, I don't know, they're like, can I just stay at your place for a bit, like, till I get on my feet? Like, I just keep hearing that. I don't know, maybe this is a message for just a few people here, but I am hearing that. Something about, like, standing on your front lawn, like, at your door, like, they won't leave until you let them stay. I don't know. It's a weird message, but that came through as well. Anyways, I'm also hearing something about running into an old friend at a wedding. I heard make the most of what you got when you've got it once again. I'm also hearing something about a shocking discovery. I'm hearing 9 o'clock this morning, something happened, something about tear gas. I don't know what that is. We'll get into a little bit more here. So I also pulled this card, guys. I pulled the Devil card. Part of this I get is your own feelings, your own self. Like, because it's hard to see, but she has her lips sewn shut right here. And I get that's again like you holding yourself back from saying something or doing something, being someone that you want to be because of other people's opinions of you. Like I get like this is almost like self-made. This could be again you are masculine, but that's what I'm seeing. So part of that is you. So remember what we just talked about, right? Don't hold yourself back. But also get what I get with this, guys. I was hearing this message. I was hearing someone is never going to see the light of day again. She made her bed and now must lie in it. I get this could be a karmic person here. And I heard that message not once, but like 3 times. It came through. So I just keep hearing someone's not going to see the light of day again. Someone's going to end up in jail is what I'm hearing. Or someone's going to be receiving their karma for what it is they're doing. And it's not going to be nice karma. Like, it's going to be pretty bad is what I'm hearing. So this person, if they can change their ways, they need to change their ways now because it's not looking great for their outcome is what I keep hearing. I'm hearing your work here has not gone unnoticed as well is what I'm hearing. This could be referring to you. I'm hearing you're never alone. I'm also hearing, again, they've made their choice. That's what I get here. And, okay, I'm hearing something about a trial. I'm hearing, again, sealed mouth, stitches. Something about stitches keeps coming out. I'm hearing your words mean nothing now as well. I'm hearing they have no meaning. As in, once again, this person who's been, saying negative things about you or holding you back for some reason or says you can't do something, like their words have no meaning, like in your life. You're the only one that can decide your future. I can't say this enough. Like these people, they don't matter. Their words don't matter, okay? Someone needs to hear this. I'm also hearing spreading like wildfire. This person could have spread rumors about you or this masculine. Once again, to try and get them in some serious trouble. I'm hearing someone try to get someone fired even from a job or just was like taunting them, telling them like they're not good enough to do something. But then I'm hearing destroying yourself from the inside out. I get this person right here. You can't really see it super well because of this quality, but like this person's face is cracking and there's all this like kind of light coming through. I feel like I was hearing that they're destroying themselves from the inside. Like, they're doing it to themselves. They're destroying themselves. Because the only person that can truly destroy you is you. Like, it's always how you react to things, right? I mean, what I'm getting from this is, like, this person is basically being their own end, is what I'm getting from this. I'm also hearing something about surgical tape. I'm hearing exercise your demons. I don't know. I'm hearing when you know you're never going to see them again is also what I'm hearing, guys. So, again, I don't know. Someone could be taken off the grid. I don't know, guys. I'm just hearing, yeah, when you know you're never going to see them again. It hits you harder is also what I'm hearing. I'm hearing cracking at the seams. I'm also hearing someone is finally showing their true colors. This I get in both ways, like as in one, all the people that have been really negative, very karmic, are finally, it's going to come to light, all that stuff. All this they've been hiding behind a facade, a mask, is all going to just come out. Everyone's going to know who they really are. And then also I'm getting, though, for someone more positive, divine feminine, divine masculine, that your true colors are going to finally show, or you're going to finally be who you want to be, or you're going to say something that you couldn't say because of this other person right here. Someone that was holding you back even. I get, like, whatever it is, like, the true colors are coming out. That song, True Colors. I'm also hearing something about scars, though, as well. Scars, I was hearing scar face, guys. Someone could have a scar on their face. It could be caused by this person. Could be caused by an accident. I'm not sure. I'm hearing something about burns. Scars are burns. I'm hearing out of luck, out of money. Someone could have a bruised eye or something going on with their eye as well, guys. I really strongly get that message sometimes. Like their eye's like swollen or something, or there's something going on with their eye. I'm also hearing they belong somewhere else, but this person, I'm hearing, destroyed themselves like a clay pot. They started to crack at the seams. I'm getting like someone started to, basically I'm hearing like mentally lose it. Like, they were no longer stable anymore. Like, they started just breaking apart. Like, they couldn't put on this facade anymore, being, like, the really nice person. They were just, like, and it starts twitching, and they're just, like, I don't know. It just came out. Like, they couldn't resist anymore. They had to just finally let it out. That's what I'm getting. I'm hearing until they exploded. I'm hearing exploding under pressure. I'm hearing something about a flag again. I'm hearing rage as well. I'm also hearing Ragnarok, which is like, isn't that like a volcano or something in that Thor movie? Ragnarok, yeah, I meant to look that up more, but like the lava coming out, like I keep hearing like pressure building up and then something's gonna explode. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you guys figure out the meaning of that movie in relation to this. I'm sure there's meaning. I could probably go look it up. I'm also getting something really strong about a neck brace or necktie. Something is going on with, they have something around their neck. I keep seeing that. Someone has something around their neck, or, oh my god, I'm holding my neck like that. That message about trying to suffocate someone, trying to I keep seeing that. Someone tried to unalive someone potentially, or themselves. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just see like negative energy with this, whatever it is. It's something with the breathing though. And I'm hearing ending or suffering or suffering. I'm also hearing put you out of your misery. So, yeah, suffocating. I did hear that message. I heard release. Couldn't take it anymore. I heard suck the last bit of life out of you. Something about vampires. I heard Matthews Hall as well, which is like a public school. Or it's a co-ed like residence for a university is what I'm getting. Also, there's someone named Matthew Hall that's a financial analyst. So someone here could be a financial analyst, or this person had a job in that field. Whatever this is, though, like this person, I'm telling you, they're going to pay for whatever they've done, whatever it is. And this could be in relation to this death that we're seeing here, guys. I don't know. Not for everyone. I'm just seeing that whoever's been negative in your life or karmic or in this masculine's life, this person's about to pay for their crimes, is what I'm hearing. They're going to pay. Yeah, it's all coming back on them. I'm also hearing something about teeth marks in someone's shoulder. I'm hearing let us in, breaking down the door, something about sheep pans. I'm hearing running with the bulls as well. I keep seeing these horns everywhere, like these devil horns. I keep seeing them in like random places, just all over. I don't know what's with that. I'm also hearing ghost child as well. You can't really see it in this card, but there's like a child or someone smaller staying in the background that looks like a ghost. Guys, I don't know what it is. I keep getting this message that like this person had a kid, or like there could be a kid involved, guys. I don't know. I don't want to say these types of messages, but like I told you guys, there could have been a kid in the back of a car. Something about in the car, and then the bridge I keep seeing, or something in water. I don't know. I was seeing a vision too of like, I talk about this later, but I was seeing someone falling. Like I keep seeing someone slip or fall. Like someone, at one point I'm seeing someone walk across like something, you know, like almost like the edge of a bridge, but they were like walking on top of the side railing and they like slipped and fell. But then I'm also seeing someone like fall off a cliff or something, and they're just like falling in midair and they're like this, like reaching up. I keep seeing this vision. It's like a woman I keep seeing, but I don't know, it could be anyone, guys. And then but then I also saw a child at one point, and I'm seeing them like fall back into water and like reach up towards the sky. I just keep seeing someone in slow motion like hitting water, like going like this, like when they're hitting water. And it almost looks like the movie Inception, if you've seen it. Like it looks like when they're about to wake up and they fall back into the water in slow motion. Like it looks like that, but I keep seeing it's from like a high place, like a bridge or a cliff or something. I don't know what this is, guys, but I keep seeing something being pulled out of the water dripping. But then I also saw another vision too of, these are so weird, I'm sorry, I hope you guys are enjoying this message, it's so random, I know. I also saw a vision of a sword that just starts floating to the bottom of the water, like slowly, and it sits there. And the sword makes me think of the Ace of Swords, which is about truth as well. And it hits the bottom of the water, but then all of a sudden I see this like mermaid come along and pick the sword up and bring it back to the surface of the water. And it's like, almost like whatever's been hidden is going to be brought to the surface. Someone tried to hide it, or they tried to push it down somewhere. But I see like the truth is going to come out anyways, even though someone could have even tried to hurt someone to prevent them from telling the truth about something, because they didn't want someone to say their secrets, and so they tried to take it in their own hands. But I'm seeing it's not going to happen. Or I'm just seeing someone like rescue someone from the water, or someone save someone's life somehow, or do CPR on someone. I'm seeing someone shivering even, or really cold, like in a boat or just near water. I don't know, something about the water or something about falling from somewhere. I keep seeing that. Yeah, I'm sorry this is not for everyone, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm also hearing busted wide open. This could be talking about a case even. I'm hearing running with the wolves. I'm also seeing a vision of, again, someone like jumping off a bridge or something about a bridge. I'm also hearing this song, Welcome to the Jungle. And you can go listen to all the lyrics because there's more that resonate here, but the ones that stuck out to me were, you know where you are, like someone asks you know where you are, and they're like, you're in the jungle, baby, you're gonna die. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like someone's deep into something, and they got themselves here, is what I keep hearing. Like, they got themselves into this mess, you know? Yeah, so this card also relates, again, like I said, something is dripping, but this is the Three of Swords too, guys, so this is something very negative. But look at all this water in this card. I am, like, shocked that I bought this deck, guys, because of all the decks I could have picked out, I picked this one. And it has a blue heart on it, and I've been like manifesting a blue heart as significant in terms of this whole scenario, twin flames. And there's 2 blue hearts in this deck, and both cards came out when I was doing a reading, and I was like, oh my god. So, really weird message there. Something about a blue heart could be significant to someone else here. But yeah, look at all the water energy here. Like, this is something with water and death as well, or like something negative happening here and ending. I just keep getting that. I'm also seeing, like, not only like a crane, I was also seeing like a claw machine going down, like in an arcade. I keep getting messages about an arcade. This could be later down the line, like a masculine, and you go to an arcade or something. Like, I just keep getting that. I was getting something else about an arcade too. Can't quite remember, but yeah. And then I keep seeing those little flags on like a golf course or something, like little red flags or something. That sounds bad, like red flags, but that's what I'm getting there. And then, yeah, I don't know what it is about this message of just someone falling in the water, or I don't know. I'm hearing also something about slot machines as well. Maybe it's not an arcade, maybe it's a casino, something about mocha. I was hearing pine trees, something about a handgun or grenade. I'm also hearing someone falling off a cliff into nothingness again. Something about a crab walk. I was hearing, I don't know, guys. I also saw a vision, though, of a star hitting water, too. Like, before it was a person, it was, like, a big star. And the star fell, and then it just, like, landed in the water and was, like, overcome with water. And the star represents, like, spotlight, healing. Water can represent emotion, like drowning in emotions, healing from something even. Maybe the star is talking about healing from going through this experience even, like someone maybe makes it out alive, or like maybe this ends up on the news because the star talks about television, the news. Maybe this is a news story that comes on later. I don't know. There's something going on with the star though. This could happen at night even as well. But yeah, something about inception, like waking up from a dream. And I keep hearing that message about waking up from a bad dream. Someone feels like they're in a bad dream, but it could be the reality. I keep seeing that. I hear like a masculine saying that almost, like waking up from a bad dream. Someone's just going through something, I'm hearing. And then also I'm hearing poor unfortunate souls, and I was seeing that like lady from that movie, or like something about a squid or an octopus. I just kept seeing that in the water. So again, something with the water. I'm hearing unable to speak, can't hear their voice anymore, and I'm hearing silence in terms of this person. Like, I'm telling you, Spirit's, like, not playing. Like, I don't know, something could happen to this person, guys, but I'm so worried, like, if they have a kid or something. Like, I don't know, guys, this is what I'm getting today. This message is all over the place. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing air in their lungs when they couldn't breathe. Saved a life, something about trying to save a life. This person could be okay, like, they could just have a scare, but I don't know, whatever this is, like, they're gonna need, I feel like, surgery. Someone might need surgery. Or again, there's something about the voice though. And also what I was getting with this, and then also with another reading that I did, I think I talked about in members for one of the reads, extended, but something about like someone is getting their voice back that they've had taken away from them for a long time. So I'm getting a masculine here, couldn't speak or something, or like couldn't say things, couldn't say what he wanted to say, and it's because of a third party here, because they were threatening something. And I'm seeing, like in the movie The Little Mermaid, when they smash the necklace and the voice goes back to her, and now she can finally say things again, and everyone realized, they're like, oh my god, it was you as well. Like, they realized the truth because someone got their voice back. That's what I'm getting. Like, a masculine is about to get his voice back and be able to speak the truth because this person's no longer going to be in control anymore. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with this message. And for some of you too, I get this really odd message, something about deportation, being deported from a country. I'm hearing something about Mexican, like they could be in the country illegally, and I'm hearing something about a visa, like marrying someone for a visa, and like, but I get like someone's gonna get in trouble for that. I don't know, I'm just hearing like if, like almost like they were forcing this masculine or blackmailing him to marry them even is what I'm hearing, or stay with them. Like even if that's not the case, like whatever it is that they're blackmailing him or telling him that, like they're threatening in some ways, what I keep getting, like whatever it is, it's going to come back on them, and they're going to end up in jail, and this masculine's going to be able to move forward and be free. That's what I'm hearing. Even if, you know, he gets a little bit beat up, I don't know. I just keep seeing that. Like, he's going to be okay, though, on the long run, is what I keep hearing. Again, remember, it's not about what happens throughout the movie. Obviously, I mean, that's the best part of the movie, right? But it's about the fact that you know the ending is going to be a good ending, right? So just keep trusting in that. Just keep trusting that whatever this is going to work out for you guys, that it's all going to be okay, that, you know, this is not going to end in a negative way. It's just what I see. Because right after that is when I start seeing a lot more positive things happening for you guys. I see a lot of positive energy. I see some sort of reunion energy. something about a park, something about that wooden swing again is coming through, something about Easter as well is coming through. We'll maybe talk about this more later in another reading because I don't want to make this too long. One last thing I did want to point out actually in this reading before we go though is, okay, this card right here. So, you know how I talked about earlier, how we were saying in this card, like how this path requires you to go by this one last little dragon. It's like there's one last thing almost that you guys have to go through to get to this goal that you want to get to. Like you're so close is what I just keep hearing. Look at this card. Someone is squaring up, I'm hearing, against the devil. Like someone is like no longer backing down anymore, and this is like almost like, you know, I'm hearing something like video games, like the final battle, like the final, you know, it's like the final boss they gotta fight. This could have actually been someone's boss. I don't know, they could have worked together, but anyways, I'm just seeing like there's no more just giving into this person anymore. And do you see also, this person looks like a superhero. They got the mask like a superhero, like Superman, and I kept hearing Superman actually before I even did hear about the Iron Giant. Someone wants to be a hero, and they're gonna make this happen. And look at how small the dragon is here. Look how small it keeps getting. It keeps getting smaller in like every reading. This is saying that whatever it is this has to be overcome is gonna be overcome. Like you're gonna win. I feel like the hero is going to win in this story. You know, if this was a story, we were writing a book, which, by the way, someone could be writing a book here or a novel. They're going to try and get it published, is what I keep hearing. They could be writing about their life, actually, about this whole situation, but or in the future, one of you guys does. They write about this story, but I'm just saying, like, the hero wins in the end, guys, in this story. It's like a positive ending. And I don't know if you guys remember in another story, or another reading, sorry, we had that feather come out, and I was talking about how the masculine looked like he was scared or spooked, and he was like holding the feather up, like trying to calm himself down. But now I see he's just like wearing the feather, and he looks so confident, and the feather represents like lightness of being. And I feel like before he was like trying to be in this lightness energy or just like try to, you know, get above this, but now I feel like he is that energy. You know, when we talk about like being rather than just, you know, I don't know, doing, like you're actually being the thing you want to be rather than just saying it or pretending or like thinking that maybe you will be one day. Like, no, it's like someone actually is in this energy of rising above and being the hero and taking the win. I also heard in this reading, love conquers all, and you have lost this battle. I heard standing up to the devil and winning, and I heard it's over. I also heard natural born leader, inventor, successor. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm hearing that from Home Alone again. It's coming through. I also heard it's time to win. I heard I am the light, and I heard light reveals all that's hidden and in the dark. When there is light that shines bright enough, darkness cannot exist, which is so true. And I also heard in this card, because he looks like a magician, and we're talking about the magician, I heard, and for my next trick, I will make you disappear. Man, it's crazy. And I heard, peace lives on in you is also randomly what I heard. And I was seeing water start to rush through like tubes or like a water slide or a waterfall, but it like wasn't there before, and then all of a sudden all this water comes rushing through, almost like there's always been this block, like a dam built or something. But now it's like been cleared. It's like the path has been cleared, the gate has been opened, you know? Like this person is no longer going to be a problem, is what I'm hearing. So that's the message, guys. Best message ever. I don't know if you guys like these deeper readings, but I love them so much. Maybe that's just me, but I hope you guys feel the same way. But yeah, I'm hearing someone is not so big and scary anymore. They have met their match, man. I also was hearing, by the way, in terms of the message about when there is light, you know, that's bright enough, there can't be darkness anymore. I also was hearing again that message from the Bible where he's like, let there be light. And I'm just saying, like, there was, right? So, I don't know. Anyways, we'll end it there, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope you found it helpful in some way or did relate to some parts of it. If you did, please leave a comment. Please also like the video. Your support really, really means a lot on this channel. And also, please join, you know, members as well if you would like to, if you want extended messages for this reading, which we will go through in members. Also, if you want the extended from earlier today, from the last reading, and also just any other messages. Like I said, I'm going to start posting the all signs and bi-weekly probably starting tomorrow or like early this coming week. And then we'll do the all signs and monthly coming up soon too. So yeah, definitely join any tier you want. Remember, it's the link in the description box. And then if you guys want to donate, that's also greatly appreciated as well. Again, I appreciate every single donation. Everyone, even if I don't reply to you guys, like, just know I read your comments. I'm so grateful. Some of your comments I even screenshot. I save them for days I'm not having a good day. So just know, like, they don't go unnoticed. But yeah, so thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!